We have a best of 1.
Yeah, best of 3 next round. That's what I was saying.
Yep.
That's what I meant. Sorry if I came across the wrong way. Take us away, Balanoir.
Alright, so in the bottom left position, if I read this correctly, we do have the blue Protoss. DRZ's wanna play, and he wants to play a good game, I bet, on Entombed Valley.
And in the top right hand corner we have another Terran player. Is this the third TVP in a row? It's like TVP Central Day.
Yeah.
He is the teal Terran player next.
Alright, I'll let you commentate for a bit. I will be right back. We'll just take a moment.
So I've had DrzWonnaPlay playing in a few of my tournaments before. He's a pretty good master level Protoss player. I haven't really seen that much of next, so really interested to see how he's going to play here. Entombed Valley is one of them maps in TVP where the free base play is obviously very easy to hold because of the way it's just kind of set out. You know, there's this choke point here which is a bit risky, a bit scary to get force fielded in, etc. But in general, it's very easy to hold that free base. So if you can get up to the free base, it's very, very good and very easy to hold. So quite often we do see free CC builds on this map. Not so much the free kind of Nexus before gate, free Nexus after 1 gate, but we'll see what the guys want to do. Of course, if the Protoss player gets Colossi up and so on, it's very easy to just sit in the middle of this ramp and defend. And also it's very easy to defend from drops because pretty much all the entranceways to the main base are covered by the natural and by the third base. So if you get up to the third base, it's not like on Antigua Shipyard where you can suddenly get attacked at your third and be dropped massively in the main, as we just saw Al executing really, really well. It's a lot different to that. It's kind of, if you have your third base and your natural, you don't really have to worry too much about your main. So a much easier map to kind of defend on in general. As next is going to be scouting the bottom right hand position first, and it looks like DrzWonnaPlay. He's just going to take the tower, and he looks like he's going straight across map. So we'll see what he wants to get up to. He has opened with a Nexus first build, and he will also be following that up with a gateway and a gas. Pretty standard, nice, kind of greedy opening. Nothing too crazy though. His opponent's just going to go for the 1-Rax FE, and that expansion is going to come down on the low ground, but he's not going to be able to. Ooh, just at the last moment there, denies the probe from scouting, but the probe did see the SEV heading down, so pretty good indicator that it will be expansion in play. So next, continuing to scout around, he's got that SEV there in the main base. He's scouted now that it's actually a double gateway follow-up from the Nexus first, so he's going to have to get his bunker up relatively quickly. He's actually taking his double gas, so he's going to have to be a little bit wary of maybe a lot of units coming out very fast, the double stalk production. So might need a bunker to be able to hold the top of his ramp, but this double gas coming down, I'm really interested to see what he's going to do with it. It kind of feels like he's going to add on a factory very quick, so I'm kind of interested to see whether he wants to. There's the bunker. I'm interested to see if he wants to maybe go for a Cloak Banshee follow-up to his expansion here. And, you know, little things like that can really catch your opponent off guard, especially if they don't open with a robot facility. It can really be a troublesome opening to deal with. So we'll see what this gas is going to be used for from next, as DrzWonnaPlay doesn't even have the map control yet. It's just his first zealot out. There's them 2 stalkers starting up now, the warp gate tech going up as well. So just getting all of that tech play going, his second gas going as well, as he transitions out of his Nexus first. The command center finishes for our Terran player, and again, with this double gas, he's actually just gone for a very fast stim pack as he adds on a second barracks too. So again, I'm really interested to kind of see what exactly he's going to use the rest of this gas for, because that's a lot of early income gas, early gas income.
All right, I am back.
Welcome back.
Please tell me you are glad you have a companion again.
Of course I am.
Thank you. No homo.
So what you missed was basically our Protoss player went for Nexus first, followed up with a double gate. He's got 2 stalkers out now, going up to 3 gateways before any kind of real tech. Our Terran player opened 1-Rax expand, but he's gone for the double gas follow up, and I'm just kind of interested to see. Well, he's actually cancelled a Rax. He's built the second Rax, which he's actually cancelled and replaced with a factory, which makes a bit more sense to me. I was a bit confused before when he was going for 2 Rax and no factory, so I think he's just going to go for very fast Medivacs and Stim.
Yep.
As obviously the Stim's already on the way. There's the starport and reactor.
Now, this is, you know, this apart. If the Protoss player did not see the timing of the tech lab on the racks, this looks like this looks as exactly like 1-Rax gases opening.
It was.
And what this does against the Protoss, it can catch Protoss off guard by a huge deal because the drop comes in so much faster. And on this map, if you look at the natural of the Protoss, the ledge behind the minerals, that is so abusable by drops. You can do a lot of damage and a lot of probe snipes just by landing your medevac there, because the ground units, if they are out of position, have to go all the way around the ramp.
Indeed, does. Next actually puts up a certain bunker, probably because his second rack's delayed, so he's not getting as many units out as he might normally get. But the Marines continue to pump out there. Stim does finish. Combat Shield's probably going to be started up very soon. And again, just a very tech-heavy build from Next. He's going to have the medevacs out a lot earlier than you might usually expect. We actually see WannaPlay going for the Templar Archives.
Wow, talking about tech-heavy builds, a Robo, Templar Archives, a Forge, Charge, all at the same time. This is one of the benefits you get when you open up Nexus first and manage to get away with it, or manage to defend without taking very many losses. And Next is moving out right now. This push hits about 1 minute earlier than it normally would. And like I said, Next thinks that he's got all the time in the world to get all his tech up and then start warping in mass units. But, the army from Next is on the move. And he sees that. He's gonna want to start warping in units immediately. Only one sentry there that is not nearly enough to hold the ramp.
Such a great kind of metagamey build. WannaPlay has just gone for the generic, I'm just gonna get everything now because I'm Protoss and I can. And that's usually what you do because you want to get as much up as possible for the 10-minute mark. And WannaPlay is gonna be out of position as the drop's gonna come into the main base. And
he's chasing the medevacs.
Templar Archives could go down, and yeah, Next is going to decide to drop here, and with the stim you can very easily get that Templar Archives, but no, he's actually going to run away. The Zealots are starting to come in, and we'll see how much damage he can get done here. Feedback going down on one of the medevacs, and just going.
Oh, he's going after the probes.
Not going to get that many, in fact, but going to get out of there with at least 4 Marines, unless that medevac gets taken down. But again, denies mine time, kind of messes up the gas mine. And he's taking a third base behind this, so Next has a pretty good follow-up from this, and he's going to get out of there with 1 medevac, but was it worth it? He killed 7 workers, he lost a medevac in about 4 units. I'd say it's a pretty even trade.
Yeah, I'd say as well. As far as workers go, they are even on worker count, which puts the turn slightly ahead thanks to the mules at his disposal. He's got his third base already built. We do have a War Prism. I was just about to say that I wouldn't be surprised to see a War Prism. It's already queued up in the Robo Bay. More gateways coming down. Since you are going for a charge lot HT build, you need a lot of gateways because you're going to be warping a lot of slots.
Is this just like a Stormal? And he's going up to 8 gateways here. So, going to see very aggressive play from RaYu, and Next is actually missing that pylon just on the left hand side, and now he's running into all of these Zealots. The force field's not going to really help too much, but naturally a lot of them Zealots start to go down. That very early +1 helping out a lot here for Next.
Yeah, Next being at a disadvantage army-wise now. We see that WannaPlay a nice defense there of the drop at his natural, but 4 Marines still live and will get taken out by the Zod. He is still pushing. He's cutting pro production. I think he's just gonna kind of poke until his +2 armor finishes, and then he's gonna full out attack with like 8 gateways or so.
Yeah, it would make sense. A storm could go down here on the whole army. Next needs to be very, very careful. And in the end he is. A couple of Marines got dropped off in the natural, and they're actually going to kill the pylon. Wow, wow.
Unbelievable.
But we do have the main engagement going down, and actually Next kind of getting back into the corner, but his 1-1 upgrades helping out a lot here. One storm goes down and it misses completely, and WannaPlay, but there's actually 3 Templar in the back here ready to go, and storms could change the day, and there's storm number 1. The rest of the storms still need to be pretty good here, but WannaPlay not with the best start.
No, but that second storm was what he needed, otherwise that army pretty much was forfeit. Now the turn Bio army is so much damage that he cannot engage into this Zealot army. The +2 armor not yet finished, could use some more chrono boost on it, but instead WannaPlay is currently boosting the gates. He wants to get out as many Zealots as possible, or even Archons, seeing as how much gas he's got. Another Storm, nice dodge there by Next. He's keeping this army alive, can load up into the medevacs and unload onto the ridge above if he so chooses. Another Storm, completely missing the rest of the bio army. Do we have any empty for Storms? No.
Next, he's going to have to come in with the rest of his army here. He needs to fight with everything he's got. He's got 2-1 against 0-2, which again is going to help a little bit. And Storm coming on from the units from behind. 2 Storms doing a great job there. Is it enough? The Zealots are starting to die down. It looks like the Templar got killed off as well. And that's huge, because if Next continues to take down the kind of Templar, the Zealots are the next real problem. And if the Zealots are able to be taken down as well, then Next is just going to be able to continue holding this attack as more reinforcements come in. Another medevac comes out.
Well, you know, I think it's gotten to the point where there's just like Next did not build enough barracks early enough in the game, so he is lacking in reinforcement capabilities. There are 2 more Raxes being queued up that will go down, but as long as WannaPlay just continues his pressure and micros well, I do not think the Next can recover from this situation quite as easily. Fighting at that ramp, at that choke, is all he can do at the moment, but that leaves the SCVs at natural imperil.
But he has had his third base up for quite a while, and again, as he steps back here, he's able to take down all the Zealots, and when the Zealots are dead, there's absolutely nothing to stop the Archons. Well, there's absolutely nothing to stop the Bio from killing the Archons even. Wow, I got so excited over something that's just so true. But the Warp Prism Harass is in the main base mineral line. Maybe that's where all the Zealots have been. But how many kills have they got? 18 workers killed.
18 kills, and now the Warp Prism retreats. Will go down, most probably. Yeah.
But
goes down.
An Archon and 2 Stalkers now at the third base, so SCV's having to be pulled from over there. And Next, he's holding on here, but can he keep it up? 2-2's about to finish for him. He's got his +3 weapons on the way as well. Them kind of things are really, really huge in this situation, because he's actually been trading pretty effectively. He's actually lost less resources this game, which is great. And look at his army now; it's actually pretty scary. Apart from the fact he doesn't have ghosts.
It is, and with the +3/+3 on the way, and no attack upgrade for the Protoss army. Not even a second. Do we even have a second forge? No, we do not.
Splits coming down, and the Storms actually miss, and that's exactly what Next needed. You know, them Storms not to hit. There's 2 more Templar here. They're going to have Storm in about 5 seconds time, and Next is about to engage. I don't know what my mouse just did, and the Zealots once again are about to all go down. More reinforcements coming in, but once again we have Zealots are harassing the third mineral line for Next. With DrzWonnaPlay trying to keep this in terms of economy. All of them SCVs going down and going up to 33 workers killed.
You know, if WannaPlay continues with this harass, he might just force Next to go all in from here. He's got enough production back home, but his income is dwindling fast, and he needs to make something happen. Is WannaPlay prepared for this at home? A couple of merchants still got the ramp. Storms are ready.
No AoE at all is generally a bad time for WannaPlay. Feedback goes down just before that Templar dies. I don't think it matters. The Zealots going to go down so quickly. Zealots and Archon coming in from behind it. That's not going to be enough either. The probes are about to start going down as well. And WannaPlay, the harassment just hasn't been enough fast enough. And, you know, like, obviously he's a bit ahead in economy now, but the army was already there for Next, and Next is doing a lot of damage here, taking out gamers. There is a Storm, but Next already split.
Next already pre-split. There's a lot of probes that will go down. The probes are blocking the retreat of the infantry. Nice load up there onto the medevacs. Storm going down, but no feedbacks, and a total lack of Stalkers make it so that Next is going to get out with all of that army. Let's look at the Harvester count. It is almost even yet again. And I would say Next just did exactly what he needed, and that reinforcement coming through the center of the map is scary as hell. There's still 1 proxy, 2 proxy pylons here, 2 at the top of the map. So, but I do not think diverting attention of Next is going to do it at this point. Nice Storm going off, but only damaging units, not getting everything. 1 Templar getting sniped, and this army in the center of WannaPlay will have to come back. The 4th will never get up, will have to be cancelled, but the 3rd is in more danger than the up-and-coming 4th is. And meanwhile, the drop is coming back to natural for a second go.
Yeah, the natural expansion is going to go down once again. The 3rd base is about to go down here. All them probes trapped in the back. This is a pretty big drop, killing off another gateway, killing off the gas. And we'll have to lift up here, although the Stalkers might be able to kill off the medevacs. The medevacs will just get away, but the third base has gone down. Next finding himself a bit supply block, but what does it matter? Look at the army, he's already got ready to go at home, already got units positioned at his third base as well, ready to deny any more Zealot warpins. And he's just played this out pretty well for the upgrades and the early kind of stim and so on, and not being overly greedy with the kind of economy. Really
Beautiful move here, leaving one army at the third. Granted, he lost all of that, but he's attacking in the main. He might take out all of the tech structures. The Temple Archives already have gone down. That means no AoE for DrzWonnaPlay. You don't even have Robo. You don't even have Robo Bay. Your upgrades are 3-1, but that's nothing against 3-3 Bio with medevacs. Having enough army at home to defend anything that might be thrown his way. More reinforcements going through the center of the map. Even if this army, as well as it should, dies in the main, there's another army at the natural. The Nexus will go down for the second time. And next is just attacking like a madman. DrzWonnaPlay with his last breath.
Terran's just playing with armies all over the place today. Just saw Owl win that great game beforehand, and now we've got Next showing us how to follow up from Owl. As he's just fighting a natural army.
Look at that faction tab for DrzWonnaPlay.
He's got no income. It's as simple as that, man.
There is nothing. Oh, that was horrible. GG, well played indeed. That was beautiful execution, not as good enough of a defense.